As the night unfurled its inky cloak over the quiet town of Eldritch Hollow, I found myself standing before the dilapidated gates of the old Harrow Mansion. The estate, once a symbol of grandeur, was now nothing but a husk, shrouded in tales of the unexplained and the macabre. I, a writer with an insatiable thirst for the unknown, had decided to spend the night within its crumbling walls, a decision that would soon reveal the terrifying secrets that lay hidden in the shadows. The gate creaked mournfully as I pushed it open, its rusted hinges protesting every inch. The path to the mansion was overgrown, nature reclaiming what mankind had abandoned. As I approached the entrance, the air grew colder, the atmosphere thick with an unspoken dread. The door, surprisingly, gave way easily, the sound of its opening echoing through the hollow halls. Inside, the mansion was a labyrinth of darkness. My flashlight pierced the gloom, revealing remnants of a bygone era. Portraits with eyes that seemed to follow my every move, and furniture draped in ghostly white sheets. The air was heavy, each breath a struggle against the oppressive silence that enveloped the house. I decided to set up my base in what appeared to be the library, a room lined with bookshelves, their contents long consumed by time. As I unpacked my equipment, a sudden chill ran down my spine. I felt it then, the unmistakable sensation of being watched. I scanned the room, my light trembling in my hand, but found nothing amiss. Chalking it up to my overactive imagination, I continued with my preparations. Hours slipped by, and the house remained eerily silent. It was as I was about to settle down for the night that I heard it. A soft whisper, barely audible, like the rustling of silk. I froze, listening intently. The whisper grew louder, morphing into a cacophony of hushed voices swirling around me, their words indecipherable. Panic gripped me and I fumbled for my flashlight, only to find it dead. In the darkness, the whispers grew more insistent, more demanding. I felt something brush against my face, light as a cobweb yet icy cold. I stumbled backward, my heart pounding in my chest. That's when I saw them, figures barely discernible in the darkness, their outlines flickering like candle flames in a draught. They encircled me, their eyes hollow, their mouths agape in silent screams. I wanted to run, to escape this nightmare, but my legs refused to obey. It was then that the figures began to speak, their voices melding into one, a voice that drilled into my very soul. They spoke of the mansion's dark history, of unspeakable horrors and torment. They spoke of the Harrow family, whose thirst for power had led them down a path of dark rituals and forbidden knowledge. And they spoke of the curse, a curse that bound them to these forsaken halls, a curse that now sought to claim me as its own. The air grew colder, the darkness thicker. I could feel it then, the malignant presence that lurked within the mansion, a presence awakened by my intrusion. It was coming for me, its intentions malevolent, its power overwhelming. The figures around me began to wail, their cries a lament for the soul they knew was lost. In a final, desperate act, I reached into my pocket and retrieved the old talisman, an heirloom passed down through my family, its origins and purpose long forgotten. As the presence bore down upon me, I clutched the talisman tightly, feeling its ancient energy pulsating through my veins. And then, in a blinding flash of light, it was over. The figures vanished, the whispers silenced. I was alone, the darkness retreating to the corners of the room. I don't know how long I sat there, my mind grappling with the night's harrowing events. As dawn broke over Eldritch Hollow, I made my way out of the Harrow Mansion, the talisman still clutched in my hand. The townsfolk say the mansion burned down that night, consumed by a fire that left nothing but ashes in its wake. But I know the truth. The Harrow Mansion still stands, a silent guardian of the horrors that lie within. And I, forever changed by that fateful night, write this account as a warning to those who dare to tread where darkness dwells. For in the heart of Eldritch Hollow, evil never truly dies, it merely lies in wait.